Morning students, let's start with the further discussion of the chapter The Language of Chemistry. In today's class, you are going to study how to calculate the valency from the given formula. Please take out your page number 9 so that we can proceed further. Before proceeding, let's have a look at the topics which we have already covered. The first one was introductory part. In that we have already studied what is atomicity, then different symbols which were given by scientists like John Dalton, etc. Then the second topic was symbols and its information, the information that was conveyed by the symbol that we have came across. The third topic was valency, that is the combining capacity of an atom of an element that we have done, that is how an element loses electron, gain electron, why does it do so, etc. The next topic of importance is variable valency, that is basically the property of an element to show more than one valency, and that you have taken the example of iron as ferrous and ferric, +2 and +3 valency. Then the next topic was formula. In that you have came across and you have made different formulas, and this particular making of formulas you are already studying from the lower classes, so you should be quite comfortable with this. And last topic is radical, which you have done, that is the atom or a group of atom that have charge on it, or you can actually call it as positive or negative charge. Those who are having positive charge are known as basic radicals and the other name is cation, and those who are having negative charge are known as acid radicals, or the other name is anions. So now let us learn that how to calculate valency from the given formula. Supposing the first formula given to you is NO2. Yeah, there are two elements N and O, that is nitrogen and oxygen, and the valency which you need to find out here is of nitrogen. So whose valency need to be found out, that is taken as X. Between two elements you will be actually placing a plus sign. Valency of oxygen, that is oxide, you already know, that is -2. How many oxygens are there? 2. So that will go here. That is actually the multiplication. Is there any charge here? There is no charge. So we'll be taking it as 0. So you need to just solve this mathematically so that you are getting an answer. So x plus minus, it will be minus of course. 2 2s are 4 equals to 0. The x, it comes out to be +4, because -4 goes to this side, it becomes +4. So in NO2, nitrogen dioxide, the valency of nitrogen is +4. The next example that we are taking here is of nitrogen. How many are there? 2. So here we'll be taking it as 2x. Between two elements we'll put a plus sign. Valency of oxygen is -2. How many are there? 5 equals to 0, because there is no charge. So let us solve this. 2x plus minus minus, 5 2s are 10 equals to 0. 2x equals to +10, because -10 goes that side and become +10. X equals to +10 upon 2. 2 1s are, 2 5s are, so x equals to +5. So here N is actually, nitrogen is having valency as +5. In this case, one nitrogen, take it as x, plus -2 is the valency. How many are there? 3. Charge is -1. So x plus minus minus, 3 2s are 6 equals to -1. X equals to -1, -6 goes that side and become +6. X equals to +5. Single element showing different valencies. But I would suggest rather, instead of calling it valency, we will be calling it as oxidation state of the element. Why I'm stressing it so much? Because valency of an element does not change. Valency of nitrogen is -3 that we come across, that its atomic number actually is 7. Electronic configuration is 2, 5. It needs 3 electrons to complete its octet, so the valency is -3. It will gain 3 electrons, so this is the valency. Valency cannot change, but if the charge is changing when it is combining with different element. So in this case, we will be calling it as oxidation state instead of calling it valency. So in higher classes, you will be actually coming across this term. Next example which we are supposed to take here is CO3 -2. Valency of carbon need to be calculated. So let's start with this particular thing. X plus minus 2 of oxygen, 3 are present, minus 2. So x plus minus minus, 3 2s are 6 equals to minus 2. X equals to minus 2, minus 6 goes that side, becomes plus 6. X equals to plus 4. So in carbonate, valency of carbon is plus 4. Here we are supposed to find the valency of fluorine. We know that valency of calcium is plus 2. Between two elements we'll be putting a plus sign. Fluorine we don't know, so we'll take it as x, but as it is twice, so we'll be taking it as 2x. There is no charge, so we'll take it as 0. So plus 2 goes that side, 2x equals to minus 2, x equals to minus 2 upon 2, x equals to minus 1. The next example we are supposed to take is pH3, and here it is NaH. Phosphorus is a non-metal, sodium is a metal. So here we need to pay attention that how to see the valency of hydrogen here. First of all, whenever hydrogen is with a metal, it is always taken as minus. So in this case, though, we need to calculate, so no problem. But here, as you know that hydrogen is with a non-metal, so here I'll take hydrogen as positive charge. Remember this already. It will be taken as x plus, it is taken as positive. Why it will be taken as positive? Because it is with a non-metal. So it is taken as plus 1. How many are there? 3 equals to 0. So it is x3. So x will be minus 3 here. Phosphorus here is minus 3 in phosphine. The next example that we are supposed to take is sodium hydride. We are supposed to find the valency of H here. We know the valency of sodium, that is plus 1 plus x, because this we need to find out. There is no particular charge, so we'll take it as 0. So x equals to plus 1 goes that side, it becomes minus 1. So valency of hydrogen is minus 1, and valency of hydrogen when it is minus 1, it is known as hydride. Here we are supposed to find the valency of magnesium. How many are there? 3. So we'll take it as 3x. Between two elements we'll be putting a plus sign. Nitrogen, how many are there? 2. But what is the valency? Just now we have discussed here. The valency of nitrogen is minus 3. So that we will put here equals to 0. 3x plus minus minus, 2 3s are 6 equals to 0. 3x equals to plus 6. X equals to plus 6 upon 3. 3 1s are, 3 2s are. Therefore x equals to plus 2. So magnesium has valency, that is oxygen state, as plus 2 in magnesium nitride. Similarly, you can find valency of aluminium in aluminium nitride. You can also find valency of calcium in calcium fluoride. Then afterwards, different examples you can come across. You can also refer your page number 19, question number 6 of your concise chemistry book, and you'll be getting different questions on the calculation part of the valency. Thank you so much. Stay blessed.